It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal week 7 as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Mendoza. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw. Mendoza. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
You'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. The Chiefs at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach,
there he goes right side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They need 12 here. It's third down. Now they'll change things up. To throw is Mendoza from the gun on third down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. It's a big play that time of the fake punt. And on fourth and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. On first down, it's Genty. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Down to the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Ashton Genty, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Caldwell. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go, because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will have a Chiefs first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of the football. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff, 14-6.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Downfield and caught by Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Raiders 21, Chiefs 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Up the middle, it's Genty. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Back to throw. Mendoza. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Back to Walker on first down. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 35. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
A gain of 9 yards.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That's caught. It's a rookie from Oregon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll look to throw here on first down. The man is Tucker. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll go again with Genty. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
A second down pass. Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 68 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about...
And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 35. And the Las Vegas
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Now they'll audible to something else.
Now Mendoza operating from the gun. This is caught by Tucker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Looking to throw. Mendoza. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here now a 3rd and 20. Back to throw. Mendoza. Touchdown Raiders. Trey Tucker as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become... And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now they'll shift things around. Mendoza now. Off play action. They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Mendoza. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
2nd and 4.
Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Becker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
35-35.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers, 65 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 10. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Now here's Mahomes. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Yellow! 50, yellow, 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 yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Ken Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
46-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man here is Benson.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run straight ahead with Genty. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Slot man moves right. 2nd and 4. Touchdown! Brock Bowers, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Across midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football into places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Mendoza. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points up. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Once again, it's Genty. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Trying to get gave that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Worthy. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Mahomes now to throw. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Mahomes.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down.
Loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
Hey, 43, 15.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Mahomes will throw.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Rashee Rice.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs 49.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
That's to Bowers once again. Now he's into the clear again.
And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line.